What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Fútbol es Vida channel. And today, I got a special video for you guys. Like I've said multiple times in the past, I'm an honest guy. I like speaking the truth. I like telling the truth. I don't like lying to you guys. So that's what I'm gonna be offering today. More of that because, again, I'm an honest guy. So today, we're gonna talk about a certain team. A certain fan base might get a little mad and might get a little bit triggered because of the truths and the facts that are going to come out of my mouth. But hey, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. So we're going to talk about Atletico de Madrid, aka the sons of Barcelona and Real Madrid, aka third place team. And that's always what they're going to be. Or top four, maybe that's their trophy. Either getting third place or top four. That's been their trophy for so many years now, and honestly, that's just what they are at this point. They're not like Atletico Madrid. When I think about Atletico Madrid, I think like, Diego Simeone, the son of Xavi, who we beat 5 times. How many league titles in the past decade? Like three? Don't make me laugh, bro. Don't make me laugh. This team is, for me, it's not really a team that I'm scared of at all. When I think about Atletico Madrid, I'm like, oh yeah, defensive team that don't play good football and we can beat easily. Xavi, a lot of criticism has gone through Xavi because he's an experienced manager. His first big club was Barcelona. He came in a financial crisis in Barcelona, but he did some things, but he also did some bad things. A lot of criticism, but one thing you cannot criticize Xavi of is that he utterly sunned a manager that was been managing for the last decade in the same club. He sunned him 5 times that they played with each other. Barcelona had beat them all 5 times. So again, if a manager like Xavi can beat him, Flick is gonna wipe the floor with him. So I'm not scared of him. Maybe Real Madrid fans are a little bit, when they're a little bit shook because it's a derby, so Atletico always show up for those games. But when it comes to Barcelona, I think one thing Barcelona and Madrid fans can agree with is that when it comes to the league, it's between us two. Like, Atletico are just our side chicks. A little side, like, we'll play around with you a little bit, but in reality, you're nothing with us. Like, we're nothing, nothing compared to us. Just sit to the side. And that's what they are because, especially for this year, a lot of people may say I'm being, a little overreactionary because of the first 3 games that already passed where they won 1, they beat Girona, they tied 2, so already a bad start. And obviously when it comes to Simeone, he's the most paid manager in the world, like the highest paid manager in the world right now, for some reason. And also he's been in this club for so many years now, and for me, they still have not impressed me. They have not impressed me where they play beautiful football. They have not impressed me where I think they're such a strong team where they should be contending for every single title. And up to this point, it's the same story. Like when I see the signings that they when I see the signings that they made this summer, I'm like, what are they doing? Conor Gallagher. Like, anyone that reads Conor Gallagher obviously does not know anything about football. Lenormand. Like, bro, come on. It was just an overhype for Lenormand. Like, come on. Like, we all know he's mid. Julian Alvarez. I rate Julian. I rate him. I like Julian Alvarez. I think he's an amazing striker. I think he has a lot of potential. But Julian, you made the biggest mistake of your life choosing Atletico Madrid. What is wrong with you, bro? Why would you? I just don't get it, bro. That when that transfer went through, I was sad. I'm like, that's a waste of career. It's done. His greatness is gone. Because, like, when you think about it, like, personally, you can understand why he went. When he went to City, going from Argentina to City as a young man, it's a complete change. Complete different atmosphere, complete language barrier for sure, and also with the fact that like every other thing I just said, but. So I understand why he would want to go to Atletico Madrid because he has some Argentinian teammates in there. He obviously Diego Simeone is Argentinian. Everyone speaks Spanish. He'll be more comfortable. He'll be more interactive with his teammates and all that. Because I remember in the live stream that Kun Agüero had with Sergio Busquets and the Spanish national team, he asked Rodri, how's Julian doing? How's he adapting? How's he doing in City? And Rodri said, "Oh yeah, he's a nice guy, but he's very quiet. He's very reserved," which is understandable when you're going to a different country. You don't speak English like that. It's understandable. It's hard to adapt. But Julian, what went through your head picking Atletico Madrid? You should have just stayed one more year in City and then waited for Barca to fix their financial situation. Then we would have signed you, and you would have been the best football of your life, and you would have been the best player in the world, the best striker in the world. But you made the huge mistake, and you let your emotions take over, and now you've made the huge mistake of going to a terrible club that played terrible football. Okay, I'll retract that. They're not a terrible club. I respect Atletico Madrid. I respect them. I just don't like their football. I don't like how they play football. I don't like. It's not. I wouldn't want to watch a game on the weekend, Atletico Madrid, because they just don't entertain me, honestly. And they haven't for the last couple years. Like, honestly, the only games I really watch are when they play a big team or a difficult team. But besides that, I'm not worried about Atletico. I don't really care to watch Atletico. But going back to the team, for any Atletico Madrid fan that actually thought they were going to compete for the league, I don't know what went through your head just because you signed Julian Alvarez. As much as Julian Alvarez is a good player, he's not a game-changing player where he's going to carry your team now. He's not gonna do like great things like that to get you at the mud or get you wins, or like, he's just not that type of player. He could possibly one day be that type of player. Maybe Simeone can get it out of him and shut my mouth. Who knows? But as of now, he's not that player. He's not that player. And when I look at the way that Atletico Madrid play, bro, like, they play with 5 defenders. We know that. They always played with 5 defenders. They always play as a defensive lineup, right? And a lot of times I like this is why I don't like their football. They use their wing back so much, and all they do is cross. Like, that's so boring. It's so, like, there's no creativity in that team. Like, literally, there's no creativity. So when I thinking like the signings they're gonna make, when they were like linked to Dovbrik from Girona, the ex-player of Girona, I was like, okay, that's a good signing. That's a good signing for them because he went off last season. He was really good last season. So the way that Atletico play, the crossing, having that presence in the box, that he's going to benefit from that. And they ended up not getting him. So then they were linked to Sorloth. And I also thought, okay, that's he's not as good as Dolberg, but that's still the right profile for that team. I'm like, all right, that's a good signing, at least for them. But then they signed Julian Alvarez for 90 million, and I'm like, what? What's he gonna do for this team? What's he gonna do? Press the whole game? Just press the whole attacking, like the whole game? Like, he's just gonna press because they don't play like City. They don't play with controlling the ball 24/7. They don't play attractive football like that, where he's gonna be involved as much as he would like to. He's not. He's gonna be pressing a lot. He's gonna waste so much energy and eventually be tired out and then not do anything for the team. Because again, when I look at that team, I'm like, I just don't rate any of those players. And again, like I said, Atletico Madrid are a defensive team. So since you're such a defensive team and have relied on your defense for so many years, because we know that Simeone is a defensive-minded manager, why wouldn't they invest that money to better their defense? Because when you look at that defense is terrible. Terrible. Oblak is not the same Oblak that we've seen years before, where he was considered one of the best in the world. He's fallen off a cliff. Molina, he's mid. He's quick. Offensively, can cause danger. Defensively, he's all right. But for me, mid. Again, like I said, Lenormand, mid player. I think he just got overhyped over the Euros, where even in the Euros, I didn't really think he was amazing. I think Laporta really carried that center back pairing. I'm pretty sure he didn't even start like the whole Euros. I forgot who. I think it was Nacho maybe, but I know he was in guarantee starter in the beginning. Jimenez, come on, bro. He's ass. Jimenez is not good. Who else? Witsel, come on, man. Witsel. Who else? Renildo. Again, good maybe attacking, but defensively wise, not good. Not great. Azpilicueta, bro, you have an old man back there, bro. Like, what is his defense? This defense has no security. This defense has, like, I wouldn't trust that defense to babysit my child at all. Like, I wouldn't trust that defense for my life at all, because that defense is terrible, man. That defense is terrible. So, again, I don't know what was going through their heads. Like, I think they should just really take away the power from Diego Simeone and tell them, like, yo, we're going to, like, trust the sporting director. We're not going to trust your word anymore because you've clearly invested in the wrong places in this team. Look at the midfield, too. I don't rate their midfield at all. Koke is just a, club legend for them. But, again, he's not one of the top in the world. He's not even the top in history. I wouldn't even put him top 20 in history in the world, like, at all. He's nowhere near those players. Who else? Who else does I have in that midfield? Griezmann. Like, there's only 3 players in that team that I rate. 3. Julian Alvarez, Griezmann, of course, and Samuel Lino. Samuel Lino is a baller. He's very good. I rate him highly. He's a very dangerous attacker, especially on the wing. He's dangerous. I like him. But the rest of the team is like mid. Hold on, let me check who their midfielders are because I low-key forgot who their midfielders are. Koke, Rodrigo de Paul is just an Argentinian merchant. For Argentina, he's amazing, but for club level, I've already seen enough of him to like realize he's not that guy. He's not that guy. He catfishes for Argentina, where oh my god, he's amazing for Argentina, but when he goes to the club, you realize oh yeah, he's not that great. Who else? Llorente, again, he's always used as a wingback. He's always used like I said, on the wings. So and having that security in the midfield, he's just not going to offer that. And honestly, I don't rate him at all. I think the only thing he really has going for him is pace. I'm being honest. Riquelme, he's all right. He's a young player. Obviously, he can maybe improve, but again, not a player that I would trust. A trust like that. What, they have Lamar still? He still's there. Wow, that's crazy. Who else do they have? Barrios. Again, I've seen him a couple of times, but again, these are young players that aren't rated. They're not rated like that. At least not for me at all. And then Connor. Yo, kudos to Chelsea, bro. Like, Chelsea, you guys have like some of the best when it comes to the financials. Like, when it comes to selling players, you guys have the best in the world because I don't understand how you're getting bread so much money for these players. Like Conor Gallagher, I think they spent what, 40 million on Conor Gallagher? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, again, I heard Simeone say, oh, I love him, I love his pressing, I love his energy, especially off the ball. Yeah. Guess what? Guess what's gonna happen when he goes against a competent fucking midfield like Barcelona or Madrid, or good teams that are very good on the ball, who like to hold on the ball, who were just play around with him in the midfield. He's just gonna be another player running around, getting tired. And then you're going to sub him off eventually because, again, the only thing Conor Gallagher has good for him is off the ball. With the ball, I don't even want to talk about with the ball because he's not good. He's not good. If you want to, like, I don't know. I don't even understand where he's going to play. So you're going to have Griezmann, Gallagher and Barrios or Riquelme, or I honestly don't understand where the security is in that team. Like, for real. Let me see what their last lineup has been for this season so far, because I honestly don't understand where Gallagher's going to play, especially if he's going to be, next to Griezmann. I just don't see any security in that team at all. So let's see this. So he had Koke de Paul. Oh, okay, de Paul. I forgot about de Paul. Koke de Paul and Lino, Alvarez and Sorloth. What the fuck? What the hell, bro? This team is terrible. Nah. They couldn't even beat Espanyol at home, bruv. Oh my goodness. What was the first lineup for the first game? Koke, Barrios, Lino, Renil. Nah, bro. There's just no balance in this team, bro. Nah, they're done, bro. They're clipped. Like, they're clipped, bro. Atletico have no balance in that team. No security in the midfield at all. Defensively... You guys are screwed defensively. Like if Girona, I saw the game against Girona. If Girona had the same quality of players that they had last season, they would have destroyed them. They would have scored so many goals. But it's clear that Girona have fallen off because they sold their best players this summer. So if they kept those players, they would have absolutely destroyed Atletico Madrid because I saw them dominating them. But unfortunately, if you don't take your chances, the other team will. And obviously, their goalie fucked up massively. That was a beautiful free kick from Griezmann. So, again, when it comes to when they finally play competent teams, when they finally play teams that have a good midfield structure, they're done. they're done. They're just going to be completely dominated. You can have Griezmann, you can have Gallagher, Julian, press as much as you want. But when you go against a team that actually loves that you press them, that wants you to press them, you're done. Like a Barcelona, like a Madrid, like who can get out of the press easily. Especially if you go up against against a team as City, you're done. And we already know when it comes to La Liga, you really have to be a good tactical manager because there's a lot of teams in La Liga who don't have great players, so they're always going to result. They're always going to end up either playing extremely defensively or dirty as hell. We already seen it multiple times in La Liga, but a lot of time they just play very defensively. They play the whole team back, and it's really hard to break them down. Real Madrid already in his last 3 games, they've already suffered. I mean, not really with Real Valladolid, but yeah, kind of with Real Valladolid, but against Mallorca and against what's it called? And not really against Las Palmas, but still, when it comes to playing a defensive team, you have to be a good tactical manager because it's hard to break those teams down. But a manager like Pep, he's amazing at doing that. But if you're not a very good tactical manager, then you're screwed. So, again, when it comes to Atletico Madrid, they're not a team that I'm scared of. They're not a team that I really think are even going to compete. I think they're for me, they're always going to be a third-place team. They're always going to be the sons of Real Madrid and Barcelona, especially Barcelona. Diego Simeone is the son of Xavi. And again, for me, they're not even going to compete for the league this season. I think it's always going to be a 1-2 horse race between Barcelona and Real Madrid. But again, Julián, un mensaje para ti, mi amigo. Un mensaje para ti. Espera que el Barcelona te llame. Te vamos a llamar, ¿ok? Te vamos a llamar. Y luego tú firmas el contrato. Vengas al Barça. Y vas a jugar tu mejor fútbol de tu vida. Y vas a ser el mejor delantero del mundo. Le vas a decir a Haaland. ¿Quién es ese? Tú vas a ser mejor cuando fiches para Barcelona. Pero espérate. Resolvemos nuestra situación financiera. No te llamamos. Dijimos, Julián, vete para acá. Se me filmas y... Ya sabes. Well, yeah, so again, Atletico Madrid, third place team, top 4 minimum. Don't even think about first and second place. Again, honestly, Simeone, you're on your last wheels here, buddy. You're on your last wheels because, again, I don't know how long Atletico are going to, withstand you just, success beating top 4. I don't understand how long they're going to take that. Eventually they're going to win trophies, right? Till this day, no Champions Leagues. Till this day, 3 Copa del Reyes. Not Copa del Reyes, but 3 league titles. That's not good enough. Especially when you spend this kind of amount of money. They're going to want results. And at this point, I don't see them anywhere near competing for the league. Champions League. They those last 2 Champions League finals that they got to was the last chance they're ever going to get there. And again, I just don't see this team working at all. I'm not scared of Atletico Madrid. If they shut me up, they might shut me up. But again, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Atletico Madrid. So again, Barcelona, Real Madrid, fathers of Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, get better, get good. Peace. Oh wait, subscribe, hit the notifications when I upload some videos so you can get your IQ up. And I love you guys.